Well, the well-known DeSoto Speedway in eastern Manatee County has been sold. YouTube star Cleetus McFarland is the new owner of that property.
Imagine the raw, unbridled adrenaline of a Mototog piece starting grid, but replace the sleek carbon fiber fairings with towering, needle-shedding Christmas trees. This is the radical reality of Cleetus McFarland's latest announcement, a spectacle that defies the very physics of elite racing. For fans who live for the lean angles of Marc Marquez or the surgical precision of Pecco Bagnaia, the Christmas tree drags offer a different kind of mechanical poetry, one fueled by pure, unfiltered chaos. While the grandstands at the Freedom Factory are officially at capacity, with every ticket snatched up by a desperate crowd, the digital broadcast on Freedom Plus is ready to beam this madness to the world. We are standing on the precipice of a holiday event that merges the high-stakes engineering of professional racing with the absurdity of a demolition derby. It is a siren call to every petrolhead who believes that too much horsepower is never enough, and that speed is the only language worth speaking. In the world of Mototog, a single millimeter of winglet adjustment can be the difference between a podium and a crash. Now, imagine throwing all those wind tunnel simulations out the window by strapping a 6-foot Douglas fir to the roof of a 1,000-horsepower beast. These racers are preparing to charge down the strip at speeds exceeding 200 miles per HR, battling aerodynamic drag so violent it threatens to rip the chassis apart. It is a brutal middle finger to the laws of fluid dynamics, where the festive obstruction acts like a chaotic, shifting parachute. Drivers must wrestle with steering wheels that vibrate with the frequency of a jackhammer, while their vision is obscured by vibrating pine needles. For the Mototog enthusiast who appreciates the struggle of man versus machine at the limit of traction, this is the ultimate test of nerves. It is not just about who has the most power, it is about who can keep their machine pointed straight when the very air itself is trying to tear the car into pieces. Every sport has its icons, and in this arena, Leroy the Savage is the equivalent of a legendary naked bike, raw, exposed, and utterly terrifying. Stripped of all bodywork, Leroy is a skeletal gladiator consisting of nothing but a rigid frame, a monstrous engine, and the unwavering will of its pilot. Entering the Elite 32 car chassis class, Leroy faces a gauntlet of specialized machines that look like they escaped from a post-apocalyptic nightmare. The challenge is compounded by the addition of the holiday tree, which shifts the center of gravity and creates a lethal instability at high speeds. Much like a rider fighting a tank slapper at Mugello, the driver must find the perfect balance between aggression and survival. There is no cockpit to hide in, no electronic aids to save the day, just a man, a motor, and a festive weight that wants to fly. This is grassroots racing, elevated to a level of danger and theater that would make even the bravest Grand Prix riders take a respectful step back. While most are content to survive the run, the heavy-hitting machine known as Mullet is chasing a number that sounds like a death wish: 230 miles per HR. This is the top-end territory of a Mototog bike at the end of the Mugello Straight, but with a fully lit, decorated Christmas tree acting as a massive sail. The team has engineered a reinforced mounting system to ensure the tree remains part of the car, integrating a lighting system that will create a streak of holiday fire as Mullet vanishes into the darkness. Every rotation of the twin turbos is a gamble against catastrophic failure. Every gear change is a thunderclap that shakes the earth. The technical ambition here is staggering, pushing the limits of tire technology and structural integrity to their absolute breaking point. It is a quest for a world record that shouldn't exist, a marriage of high-level drag racing performance and a level of festive insanity that could only be conceived by a mind obsessed with the pursuit of the impossible. Beyond the novelty of the trees lies the dark heart of the event, an 8-car shootout featuring the most lethal builds in the compound's history. This is where the Victor Supra and the terrifying Maximus come to settle old scores. Maximus is a pickup truck that moves with the agility and violence of a heavyweight boxer, currently holding the title of the fastest truck on the planet. The Victor Supra, by contrast, is a high-revving masterpiece of Japanese engineering, screaming with a ferocity that rivals the sound of a 4-stroke GP engine. This is the premier class of the evening, where the trees are removed and the true potential of these monsters is unleashed. The stakes are immense, as reputations built over years of fabrication can be shattered in less than 7 seconds. It is a grudge match atmosphere where the smell of burnt rubber and high-octane fuel fills the air, providing a stark, high-performance counterpoint to the holiday-themed chaos that precedes it. For the Moto P fan, the name Hayabusa carries a weight of legendary speed, and Cleetus is taking that legacy to a twisted new level. The project in the garage is a madman's symphony, a featherweight chassis powered by 2 high-revving motorcycle engines, synchronizing 2 separate power plants to act as one is an engineering puzzle that would baffle a factory racing team. The project has been plagued by synchronization nightmares, complex clutch failures, and fuel leaks that threaten to turn the shop into a crater. Yet, the allure of those screaming RPMs is too strong to ignore. The team is attempting to harness the soul of the superbike world and transplant it into a 4-wheeled weapon that sounds like a pack of angry hornets. It is a high-wire act of mechanical intuition and brute force fabrication. They are not just building a car, they are trying to capture lightning in a bottle, creating a power-to-weight ratio that is frankly offensive to the senses and dangerous to the soul. When the dual Hayabusa monster finally roared to life, it didn't just start, it declared war on the pavement. The first time Cleetus pinned the throttle, the machine revolted with a violence that shocked even the veterans. The front tires snapped toward the sky in a massive, uncontrolled wheelie, mimicking the aggressive launch of a Moto bike, but with double the mechanical fury. As the front end crashed back to earth, the car disappeared in a shroud of thick, acrid smoke, fighting for a grip that the asphalt simply couldn't provide. It became immediately clear that this was an uncontrollable beast, a wandering weapon that lacked any sense of self-preservation. The weight distribution and raw power delivery created a machine that wanted to turn into the bushes rather than follow the straight line of the track. It was a terrifying demonstration of what happens when engineering outpaces control, leaving the pilot to wrestle with a mechanical demon that refuses to be tamed by anything as simple as a steering wheel. Recognizing that the pavement is currently a graveyard for the Hayabusa's potential, the team has made a radical, strategic pivot, much like a rider moving from the asphalt of the circuit to the unpredictable slides of a flat-track race. The build is being reimagined as a grass, maneuvering monster. The plan is to strip away the slicks and replace them with aggressive dirt-shredding tires, recalibrating the suspension to handle the violent undulations of off-road terrain. This is a total transformation of the vehicle's DNA, shifting from a drag strip, hopeful, to a wild, turf-tearing animal. The goal is to create a machine that can handle the massive power output without flipping over or darting into the scenery. It is a testament to the team's grit and adaptability. When the road says, no, you simply change the road. This evolution into a dirt-ready beast promises a level of high-speed sliding and dirt-throwing chaos that will resonate with any fan who appreciates the art of the slide and the bravery of the dirt track. While the experimental builds are defined by chaos, the arrival of the new Corvette ZR1 represents the pinnacle of American engineering perfection. The automotive community held its collective breath as Cleetus navigated the mandatory 500-mile break, in period, a digital leash that kept the beast sedated. But once that milestone was crossed, the shackles were discarded, and the LT7 engine was granted its full, unrestricted voice. With an 8,000 RPM redline now available, the Corvette has been transformed from a luxury cruiser into a world-killing predator. The first launch control tests were a revelation, showcasing a level of poise and violent acceleration that places it firmly in the territory of European exotics. The flat-plane crank V8 sings a war cry that is hauntingly similar to the high-pitched scream of a racing prototype, signaling to the world that the King of the Hill has returned to reclaim its throne with a level of technological sophistication that is truly breathtaking. The final validation of the ZR1 came at the drag strip, where it delivered a performance that defied the logic of a production car. In its pure factory stock form, no modifications, no special tires, just pure engineering, the Corvette scorched the quarter mile in a staggering 9.7 seconds at 145 miles per h-hour. This is a time that would have been competitive in professional drag racing just a decade ago, now achievable by a car you can drive to the grocery store. It is a landmark achievement that proves we are living in a golden age of internal combustion. Cleetus and his team have successfully bridged the gap between the wild, experimental world of home-built monsters and the refined, lethal efficiency of a modern supercar. As the Christmas season approaches, the Freedom Factory is firing on all cylinders, proving that whether it's a twin-engine motorcycle hybrid or a world-class Corvette, the pursuit of speed is a holy mission that shows no signs of slowing down for anyone.